throughout the night. They're expected to keep it closed for a while as a crime scene.
Zephyr Zaver is scheduled to make a court appearance this morning. A school superintendent in Elwood, Indiana, is free on bail after police say she used her own health insurance to get treatment for a student with symptoms of strep throat by pretending he was her son. Madison County Prosecutor Rodney Cummings.
It never is positive if you're going to have to lie or misrepresent to accomplish a goal. There's always a way. There's always a way to do it the right way.
Casey Smitherman has agreed to enter a diversion program. In exchange, charges of insurance fraud and identity deception will be dismissed. Have any gold medal unbleached flour in your cupboard? Chuck it or take it back to the store. If it's a 5-pound bag and has a better if used by date of April 20th, 2020. General Mills says the batch could be contaminated with salmonella. So far, no reports of illness. S&P futures up 3. This is CBS News.
You have enough things to worry about every day. Insurance shouldn't be one of them. You can leave worry behind when Liberty stands with you. Liberty Mutual Insurance.
Today, business happens here, and virtually anywhere. Because today, innovative companies are reinventing the way business happens. And they need people who can keep up. With the expertise and technology to get packages to over 150 million delivery points. So, who can help you deliver the future of commerce? The United States Postal Service. See why we deliver more e-commerce packages to homes than anyone at USPS.com/future.
Some job recruitment sites overload your inbox with resumes. Glassdoor knows not just any will do. From 62 million job seekers, Glassdoor only matches you with qualified candidates who have the skills and experience your small business needs to grow. In fact, Glassdoor hires are 30% more likely to stay with your company longer. And Glassdoor can help you find that perfect candidate in half the resumes. Go to glassdoor.com/hire. Glassdoor. Find the right fit for your business.
Michael Jackson is hitting the stage again.
The King of Pop's estate and music producer group Columbia Live Stage have released the name for a musical inspired by the life of the dead pop star. The musical, titled Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, will start with an out-of-town performance in Chicago later this fall. The show is expected to move to Broadway sometime in 2020. The musical will feature songs from across Jackson's massive catalog. Matt Piper, CBS News.
One of the main topics at the Davos Economic Forum in Switzerland this week is climate change. But high-powered executives from around the world don't seem to be too worried about their personal carbon footprints. The Air Charter Service estimates 1,500 private jets are expected at the conference. That's a couple of hundred more than last year. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Are you more than $10,000 in debt? Feel like you're on a never-ending treadmill, staying in one place and never getting ahead with those minimum payments? Do you feel like there's no way out? Don't let the credit card companies bully you anymore. There are programs in place to help you get free of your debt, and you don't have to pay the entire amount you owe. The program at Total Financial Freedom can help you get debt-free in months instead of decades. Get off the debt treadmill and stop the harassment. Get free of credit card debt, signature loans, department store cards, internet loans, and medical bills. Call now at 866-844-7344 for free information. For about 10 years, Total Financial Freedom has helped thousands. They're A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, too. Get off the endless cycle without having to declare bankruptcy. You'll have the right to settle your debt for a mere fraction of what you owe. Call Total Financial now at 866-844-7344. That's 866-844-7344.
Want to stay in the know on what's going on with your Glasgow EPB? Just follow us on Twitter at Glasgow EPB or like us on Facebook at Glasgow Electric Plant Board and stay informed about new products, services, and money-saving tips. With a smartphone, you will also have access to constantly updated information during outages. For 50 years, we have been the vital service you depend on daily for your electric, cable, and internet needs, and we hope to provide you even more information and benefits through Facebook and Twitter. Join us today. We are your Glasgow EPB, bringing you the future faster.
In retirement, where will your money come from? For many people, retirement income may come from a variety of sources. Here's a few avenues that may provide you money in retirement. Social Security is the government-administered retirement income program. Workers become eligible after paying Social Security taxes for 10 years. Personal savings and investments can provide income during retirement. Retirees tend to look for investments that offer monthly income. Individual retirement accounts have been around since 1974. Contributions you make to a traditional IRA may be fully or partially tax deductible, depending on your individual circumstances. Distributions from an individual retirement account are taxed as ordinary income. What workers anticipate in terms of retirement income sources may differ considerably from what retirees actually experience. How do these sources of income impact your personal retirement? Please call the Fouch Wealth Advisory Group, Sam Dickinson, or Brian Basinger to discuss your retirement income plan. Call us today at 270-651-2663. Investment counseling since 1854. Securities offered by JJB Hillier, WL Alliance LLC, member NYSE, SIPC, and FINRA. Investing in securities involves risks.
26 degrees, 7 minutes after 6 o'clock on WCLU. Good morning, everybody. Waking up with a little bit of some mist out there, and we've had a little bit of some ice build up on some of the roadways, and that's the reason why the Barron County Schools have decided to delay school start by 1 hour today. Transportation Director Chip Jenkins told me that the roads really aren't bad. It's just kind of the parking lots from some of the frozen rain that we had overnight has made it a little bit difficult, and they're going to make sure they have the pathways clear so that everybody can get into the building safely this morning. They just need an extra hour to take care of that. We'll check in with Ken Boone at the Weather Channel here just in a second, but as traditionally the way we start the day off, we've got birthdays on this Thursday for Jennifer Jordan, Donna Brents McCubbin, Rossi Kingery. Miss Rossi is going to get that 70 gong today. We'll wait till the Roosters wake up for that. Garnet Martin Jr., Trace Rigsby, Jesse Johnson, we understand, is 21. Danny and Gail Harden with an anniversary. Purdy and Pam Staples with a 21st anniversary for today. Now let's see what Ken Boone on duty at the Weather Channel thinks of the next couple of days that are truly going to be wintry.
Cold for us here today, but even colder on Friday as temperatures will remain below freezing tomorrow. Mostly cloudy skies here this morning. Clouds will break up and give way to sunshine as we head through the day today. Temperatures only reaching the mid-30s this afternoon, a good 10 degrees below average. Partly to mostly cloudy skies here tonight and cold all the way down into the low to mid-teens. Mix of clouds and sunshine tomorrow, colder. Highs Friday only in the upper 20s. Over the weekend, partly to mostly cloudy skies. Highs both days, low 40s. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ken. Let's look at the WCLU constant coverage and studio radar screen zoomed way out there. You can see the moisture that has moved through our area is way up on the coast now, and some pretty good downpours out east of Washington, D.C. this morning. Some of the other areas in the neighborhood are having lots and lots of moisture this morning. Of course, we've been dealing with that over the last several days here in our neighborhood. Today looks like we're going to be seeing the after effects of that with the winds picking up and the temperature is preparing to drop, if I can say that word right. Let's see, we've had, what is that, Wes? 8,900. 8,900 of an inch of rain in the last 24 hours. Humidity at 94%. The winds are out of the west at 9 miles an hour. We've seen some 17-mile-an-hour gusts this morning. And 29.39 showing that low pressure well in control around here. 26 degrees. Stand by for West and local news coming up next. Remember, a 1 hour delay for Barron County School.
Something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barron River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barron River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard.
For WCLU Local News, I'm Wes Royce reporting. A special called school board meeting for the Glasgow Independent District was held Tuesday night to interview the short list of 3 architectural firms who are vying for the job of designing the new athletic facility upgrades at Hank Roy Stadium, including adding an alternative school facility that would be part of the campus rather than in mobile units as they are now. The first firm was that of Clotfelter Samakar, who touts their personal liaison to stay current on all Kentucky Department of Education requirements and guidelines, as well as plan PR and events to build excitement around the completion of the facility. In their preliminary drawings, Clotfelter Samakar proposes a grandstand of bleachers built higher than what currently exists, but with less wide margins.
Proposed grandstands, the home side, it's actually a little bit shorter because what we've done is, you have these 2 lights up here, and so we've put this grandstand. It's actually a little bit deeper, so that way it's not as long, but that allows you to put your press box a little bit higher, and you can get better viewing angles for your cameras, and spectators also have a better view of the field.
The firm also praised the district for having a land survey performed ahead of time. Some utility lines and water lines are located in central portions of the stadium area.
A really wise move to get that survey completed and provide us with a survey, because you first come walk down here and walk out and say, wow, look at this big flat field to put the building in. But then the utilities make that a really tricky concept. So
the next firm to present was Ross Tarrant, who proposes that a covered structure be built between the entrance and the concession area, like that is a Hall of Fame area.
We're proposing a plaza and a kind of a walk of fame going through here. Pavers that could be engraved with former coaches, players, people that have meant a lot to the athletics facility, track, football, anybody that's using that facility.
The firm also had virtual reality media for the board to take a virtual tour of what the new football weight room could look like. The third firm presenting was a familiar one, Sherman Carter Barnhart, which worked to design Highland Elementary, the new high school, and other projects for the district.
This whole site has been a long ongoing dream of this district to get completed. We started out here, we carried it to the next phase, which was the high school, working there to find out how we could be challenged by KDE to keep an existing gym that was larger than what you were allowed to build it today had you built new. And we came up with a solution to get that. Then it was, okay, we got this building, then how do we address the softball, which was thought about early on in the project of putting the softball field here. Now we're seeing that dream come to pass. The next dream was the athletic complex, which is what you're interviewing for tonight, which for us is just another continuation of the phase of construction that was already thought about years ago.
The firm also touted their experience and expertise in knowing how to deal and negotiate with KDE. KDE governs most all aspects of what can be built with public funds as it relates to the size and makeup of the students served. All 3 firms said they would use the guidelines KDE recommends on payment for services. Clotfelter Samakar said it would take 6 months to have construction drawings ready. Ross Tarrant, 4 months. Sherman Carter Barnhart told the board its previous experience with the district would help streamline the design process to get a construction bid quicker, noting that KDE is backed up in approving other projects across the state. Warren County Sheriff's Office was notified of a scam by mail. Scammers are sending out priority mail packets. They're claiming to be secret shoppers, professional survey or research groups. The packets have instructions to cash or deposit an enclosed cashier's check and to use that money to buy gift cards of varying values. The victim is then instructed to send the gift card information back to an email address. This is a scam. Sheriff Hightower is asking citizens of Warren County to be vigilant in protecting themselves from scams by both mail and by phone. If you have fallen victim to a scam, please call the Warren County Sheriff's Office at 270-842-1633. The passage of the federal farm bill has led to a huge jump in applications from Kentucky farmers eager to grow industrial hemp. Agriculture Commissioner Ryan Quarles announced on Tuesday that the Kentucky Department of Agriculture approved 1,035 applications to cultivate up to 42,086 acres of industrial hemp this year, as well as 2.9 million square feet of greenhouse space for hemp cultivation. Quarles said this proves there is a lot of interest and excitement about hemp. In 2018, 210 growers were licensed to plant up to 16,100 acres of industrial hemp and planted more than 6,700 acres. Program participants planted more than 3,200 acres in 2017, 2,350 acres in 16, and 922 in 15. 33 acres were planted in 2014, the first growing year. Individuals and businesses must be licensed by the KDA to grow or process industrial hemp in Kentucky. Under laws passed by the Kentucky General Assembly and the United States Congress, it's unlawful to possess any raw or unprocessed hemp plants, or hemp seed without a license from the KDA. The 2018 Farm Bill removes industrial hemp from the Federal Controlled Substance Act and gives hemp growers access to USD programs such as crop insurance. It also assigns the primary regulatory authority of industrial hemp to the states in those states where a regulatory framework is in place. The Farm Bill outlines minimum requirements a state regulatory framework must contain to win approval by the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Quarles submitted Kentucky's hemp plan to the U.S. Agriculture Secretary Sonny Perdue minutes after President Trump signed the Farm Bill on December the 20th, making Kentucky the first state to file its plan. In the future, KDA will conduct an analysis to reduce administrative regulations deemed no longer necessary due to the 2018 Farm Bill. However, there will be no program changes in 2019. More local news when we continue here on WCLU. It's 6:17. Barron County Schools on a 1-hour delay.
Art in Glasgow.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
The only place you need to go for all of your automotive needs is Gilead.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive, see the Carfax Vehicle History Report, calculate payments, apply for financing, get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book, and check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50+ years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
In more local news at this hour, the 2019 General Assembly has seen bills filed to legalize medical marijuana, to totally legalize it altogether, and now one to decriminalize possession of small amounts of the drug. Senator Jimmy Higdon of Lebanon said his legislation will make having less than an ounce of pot a violation instead of a misdemeanor charge and result in a citation similar to that of a speeding ticket. He says, "It just seems like the right thing to do in a commonwealth with limited resources is to direct our attention to something more serious, like cocaine, heroin, fentanyl, and meth," he says, and not focus so much on small quantities of marijuana. Higdon notes current state law gives police discretion to either arrest or cite those possessing less than 5 grams of marijuana, a little less than a quarter of an ounce. He says all this does is basically say you shall give them a ticket. According to Higdon, the measure could also reduce the prison population at county jails for those awaiting trial on marijuana possession charges and save counties the cost of housing the accused. Under Higdon's bill, the penalty for a person 18 years or older possessing less than an ounce of marijuana would be $100 or 15 hours of community service, unless the offense occurs at an elementary or secondary school, where it would be $250 and 50 to 30 hours of community service in lieu of a fine. The fines would be prepayable like many traffic tickets. The measure would also remove imposition of a drug paraphernalia charge for cases in which there is less than an ounce of marijuana. Higdon said he has received some feedback on his proposal, some positive. Chris Stapleton, Kentucky native, will continue his extensive sold-out All-American Roadshow through the 2019 season with newly confirmed performances this summer and fall. The shows will kick off on July the 9th, starting in Allentown's PPL Center, and will span through November 2nd, where the tour will wrap up in Louisville at the KFC Yum Center. Special guest openers for that Louisville show include Brothers Osborne and Kendall Marvel. Stapleton Fan Club pre-sales will begin Tuesday, January 29th at 10 a.m. For WCLU Local News, I'm Wes Royce reporting. Up next, we'll have the Scotty Report from Glasgow High School and a look around the state with KNN.
It's been another great week to be a Scotty. Any student taking a dual credit course this year, whether it's WKU or SkyTech, the dual credit scholarship is now available. Log into your KHEAA account to access the application. Juniors, the deadline to submit applications for the Farmers Royal Electric Washington Youth Tour is February 8th. You must receive electrical service from FRECC. Seniors, the local scholarships are beginning to arrive. Check out the scholarship webpage and bins in the college hallway. In addition, seniors planning to attend SkyTech in the fall, the application for beginning freshman scholarships at SkyTech will close on Friday, March 1st, 2019. In sports, track conditioning will begin next Monday, January 29th from 3:30 to 4:30. Please make sure you bring your sports physicals. You will run outside, weather permitting. The Glasgow swim team celebrated Lily Mosley's career last night with a meet against Barron and Allen County. The GHS swim team was led by Abby Lee, Garrett Tao, Lily Mosley, and Jack Mosley. Clary Sweet set a personal best in the 50 free. Miss Garrett is very proud of these young men and women. The swim team will have region February 8th through 9th at Owensboro. Congratulations to Kayla Bradley, Robert Kingery, and Nick Sorrell for being named to the Class 2A State All-Tournament team. In addition, congratulations to Amanda Lee for receiving a $500 scholarship from the Class 2A State Tournament games. Come support our Scotties and Lady Scotties Friday as we host Barron County. The girls' game will begin at 6 with the boys' game to follow. The first 40 students in the dog pound will get a free blue and white spirit towel. On Saturday, we will celebrate homecoming as our Scotties and Lady Scotties host Logan County. The first game will begin at 6 with homecoming festivities taking place between the boys and girls game. Good luck to all of our Scotty athletes. This has been McKay Bowles for this week's Scotty Report. Shine on, Scotties, and stay true to the blue.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jaleesa Chapman. A former Miss America is seeking political office in Kentucky. Heather French Henry has filed a letter of intent to run for Secretary of State. The Democrat is currently the Deputy Commissioner of the Kentucky Department of Affairs. A new development in the search for a missing Richmond mother.
22-year-old Savannah Spurlock was last seen on January 4th walking out of a Lexington bar. Her mother tells WKYT,
"My biggest fear is that something has happened to her, that she's being held against her will somewhere, and, but I have to hold on to a glimmer of hope."
Now, police say they've searched a home in Garrett County in connection to Spurlock's disappearance. She's a mother of 4 children, including 2 newborn twins. I'm Haley Hansen.
Classes are back in session at Covington Catholic High School after threats as the national debate rages on over videos involving students and a Native American protester. Kenton County Commonwealth Attorney Rob Sanders says an investigation into those threats will be lengthy.
A lot of this is done with grand jury subpoenas that take weeks or months for the companies to comply with to get the information, the records, the proof we need to go forward with charges. So this isn't something that's going to be over in the next couple days.
Concerns about safety prompted officials in Kentucky to cancel classes Tuesday and beef up police presence on campus. And Fort Knox is holding a retirement ceremony for a very special canine that has spent more than a decade sniffing for explosives alongside law enforcement. The post will hold a ceremony for the military working dog Cheyenne on Friday afternoon. Cheyenne's main duties over 11 years included searching for explosives, and she was trained to subdue subjects on command. She deployed to Iraq in 2016 in support of Operation Inherent Resolve. I'm Jaleesa Chatman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Kentuckians are always on the move, whether you're driving down the road for a gallon of milk or flying across the country. Kentucky's new driver's licenses will get you there more securely than ever before. Rolling out by county starting this March, all cards will arrive in the mail. Choose between a standard license or a U.S. air travel and military base approved voluntary travel ID license. Preparing now will save valuable time later when you renew at your local circuit court clerk office. Learn what documents to bring at drive.ky.gov.
You know, for visiting teams, the trip to the home court of the Big Blue usually ends in disaster. But for every disaster that happens off the court or field, call the fire, water, cleanup, and restoration specialists at 1-800-SERVE-PRO. That's where you'll find the team that's faster to any size disaster, thanks to 27 locations across Kentucky. So when fire or water threatens your home or business, call on the Big Green Vans. It's 1-800-SERVE-PRO, that's SERVPRO, or ServePro.com.
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David, Jerry, and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
27 minutes after the 6 o'clock hour, 26 degrees. And remember, Barron County Schools are going on a 1-hour delay today. In area funeral announcements this hour, Donnie Vance, age 75, of Park City, died Monday in Bowling Green. Donnie was a member of the Oak Grove Methodist Church. He worked in construction, he was a truck driver, and a former chief of the Rocky Hill Volunteer Fire Department. He is survived by his wife, Doris J. Moore Vance, his mother, Dorothy Eula Hester Waters, a son, Michael Vance of Park City, 4 grandchildren, Savannah Vance, Destiny Goodpaster, and Blake and Jake Woolridge, 1 great-grandson, Lane Bell, 3 sisters, Linda Barron, Wanda Fitzer, and Patricia Ellis. Funeral services for Donnie Vance will be Friday afternoon at 2 at the Patton Funeral Home's Park City Chapel. Interment to be in the Rocky Hill Cemetery. Visitation begins from noon until 8 today and continues at 9 o'clock on Friday morning. Memorial contributions can be made to the American Kidney Fund. Meredith Reagan Hurlbut, age 46, of Dalton, Georgia, passed away Saturday at Memorial Hospital in Chattanooga. She was a member of the Silverdale Baptist Church in Chattanooga. She is survived by her husband, Bruce Hurlbut, her mother, Dana Ruth Bennett Reagan of Glasgow, sisters and brothers-in-law, Vicki Poore of Glasgow, Leslie and Danny Norris of Brentwood, Tennessee, and Allison and James Watkins of Glasgow. Funeral services for Meredith Reagan Hurlbut will be held at 11 o'clock Friday morning at the Pleasant Grove Chapel of Julian Peoples Funeral Home in Dalton, Georgia. The family will receive friends at the home tonight from 6 until 9. Memorial contributions can be made to the Tennessee Donor Services at 1600 Hayes, Suite 300, Nashville, Tennessee, 37203. Attention, memorial contributions. Funeral services for Carolyn Adelaide Rutherford, age 47, of Glasgow, will be at 11 a.m. Saturday morning at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burial to follow in the Evergreen Cemetery at Park City. Visitation begins at 2 o'clock Friday and continues Saturday morning until time for services. Funeral services for Virginia Lee Page, age 83, of Hardyville, will be held at 11 o'clock Saturday at the Horse Cave First Baptist Church, with interment to be in the Horse Cave Cemetery. Visitation begins at 5 p.m. Friday afternoon and continues Saturday at the church. Arrangements under the direction of the Brooks Funeral Home. Funeral services for Emma Jean Wade Hayes. That's funeral services for Emma Jean Hayes Wade, age 88, of Summershade, will be held Friday morning at 11 o'clock at the Summershade Missionary Baptist Church. Interment to follow in the Summershade Cemetery. Visitation will be at the church from 2 until 7:30 today and Friday after 8 a.m. Memorials can be made to the Summershade Missionary Baptist Church. McMurtry Funeral Home is in charge of the arrangements. Services for Rethel Davis Taylor, 87, of Cub Run, will be at 1 o'clock Friday at the Seagull Funeral Home. Burial to follow in the Cub Run Cemetery. Visitation is in progress. Funeral services for Marshall D. Bacon, age 82, of Tompkinsville, will be held at 11 o'clock today at the Oakley Tribble Funeral Home. Burials to be in the White Cemetery. Funeral services for Willie Victor Hogan, 82, of Bowling Green, will be at 11 o'clock this morning at the Patton Funeral Home's Brownsville Chapel. Interment to follow in the Hawkins Cemetery. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day free online at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable.
Just a couple of games, or actually one game yesterday in the Girls All-A Classic State Tournament. The first round, the Metcalfe County Lady Hornets advanced yesterday in action as they defeated Louisville Holy Cross 58-49. The Lady Hornets have advanced and will play tomorrow in the second round of the All-A tournament. High school basketball today. Hart County's girls travel to Fort Knox, and Clinton County's boys open up play in the All-A state tournament against Shelby Valley. 6:34, 26 degrees. Barron County is going to school today on a 1-hour delay. We'll check in with Ken Boone, who's on duty at the Weather Channel here, in just a moment.
Hey everybody, this is Earn Dog. I want to remind you all about the easiest way to remember where to find your next home or business. Just go to GlasgowKYHomes.com. That's where you'll find the complete listing of property available from Glasgow's Realty and Auction. Randy Gibbons, principal broker, is a personal friend, and I can assure you that he and Tara Vincent will treat you right. Located on the square in Glasgow, that's Glasgow Realty and Auction. Call 651-SOLD, and remember, GlasgowKYHomes.com.
Hustler Mowers and Haywood Sales and Service, a perfect combination of quality and service. Over 50 years ago, Hustler developed a zero-turn mower, and they've been making it better ever since. Haywood Sales and Service knows firsthand how the Hustler brand signifies quality, strength, performance, and high innovative standards. This is the perfect time to experience the quality of Hustler from a fully invested dealer. Haywood Sales and Service, growing to meet your needs. Hustle to their convenient location on Finney Road at Haywood, 270-814-1068.
The Weather Channel brings you the latest forecast, sponsored by Southern States in Glasgow.
Do you know who your new Purina dealer in Barron County is? It's Southern States Glasgow Cooperative. Yes, Southern States now stocks Purina bag feeds, chicken, pigs, cows, and horses. Check with Frank or any of the friendly Southern States staff. Stock up on muck boots for the whole family and save 10% off. Men's, women's, boys, and girls muck boots in the latest styles. And as the weather cools down, check with Jimmy at Southern States to learn about ventless propane heaters from 10,000 to 30,000 BTUs. The staff at Southern States is ready to help you year-round in every way. 300 Sampson Street, Glasgow.
Cold for us here today, but even colder on Friday as temperatures will remain below freezing tomorrow. Mostly cloudy skies here this morning. Clouds will break up and give way to sunshine as we head through the day today. Temperatures only reaching the mid-30s this afternoon, a good 10 degrees below average. Partly to mostly cloudy skies here tonight and cold all the way down into the low to mid-teens. Mix of clouds and sunshine tomorrow, colder. Highs Friday only in the upper 20s. Over the weekend, partly to mostly cloudy skies. Highs both days, low 40s. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
All right, Ken, first of all, let me tell you this. We have recorded, West? 8900s.89. I'm just a little bit far away from one of those screens there. 8900s is what we've had in the rain gauge in the last 24 hours. The barometer is at 29.39. The humidity at 94%. And the winds out of the west at 9 miles an hour. Those gusts going to 17 miles an hour. That's a preview of the way it's going to be when over the weekend we have maybe early morning temperatures with the wind chill below zero. Just kind of want to drop that little piece of information in there for you this morning. 26 degrees now at WCLU. Weather brought to you by your friends at Southern States.
If you hadn't been to Colton Steakhouse and Grill, what are you waiting for? Okay, maybe you need a special reason. Well, here it is. Our sizzling signatures. There's the Hawaiian ribeye, marinated for 72 hours and topped with fresh grilled pineapple. Or how about our Del Rio ribeye, topped with melted ancho chipotle butter and crispy onion tanglers. Both these mouthwatering sizzling signature ribeyes are available right now. Colton Steakhouse and Grill, where we know what's at stake.
Colton Steakhouse, now open in Bardstown. When was the last time you got your Ralphie on? What's getting your Ralphie on, you ask? When you're winning prizes and lighting up the score in the arcade, you're getting your Ralphie on. When you're dancing under the lights on roller skates, you've turned on your inner Ralphies. When you bring your coworkers to bowl in the business league, your office staff has clocked in on Ralphie's time. If you suffer from symptoms such as lack of fun, feeling bored, if you get frequent urges to act like it's your birthday, or if you're just not smiling enough, you need to go to Ralphie's. That's Ralphie's Fun Center in Glasgow. A great place for any party, event, field trip, or church group. Get your Ralphie on.
They always look forward to seeing you at Ralphie's. Come on out and enjoy what they call fun. And it is fun. Let me get over here to the birthday club. We've got some special folks here. I can just sound the gong for a really nice gal here this morning. It's the 70 gong for Miss Rossie Kingry. Miss Rossie Kingry, the big 7-0 today. Jennifer Jordan has a birthday. Donna Brents McCubbin. Garnet Martin Jr., Trace Rigsby, Jesse Johnson, we have on good authority, is turning 21 today. Miss Laura Belcher is celebrating a birthday. Sam Allen, happy birthday to you, Sam Allen, today. It's the 21st wedding anniversary for Purdy and Pam Staples, and it's also the anniversary of Danny and Gail Harden. Congratulations.
You got your pen out?
I got my pen going.
Well, we need to say happy birthday to Brandy Button today.
Okay, let me get Brandy on there.
Happy birthday to her.
Okay.
And if you're friends with her on Facebook, she's doing a little fundraiser for Sustainable Glasgow.
All right. She's always, that's her project, no question.
You got Sean Hale?
I do not.
Sean Hale's having a birthday today as well.
Okay.
All right, that gets me caught up.
Okay, all right. So we are combining the information we have in the rooms here and putting it all in one location on the airwaves. Is that all right?
Sounds good.
651-9149, 800-956-1023 online, WCLUradio.com. It's 20 minutes before 7 o'clock. Barron County Schools on a 1-hour delay today.
Is your New Year's resolution to save money? Let your friends at SCRTC help start your new year off right. SCRTC is giving you a $35 credit in January when you add or upgrade SCRTC Internet or TV services, so you can save money and upgrade SCRTC services at the same time. Now's the time to increase your SCRTC Internet speed so you can play all those new electronics. And add those extra SCRTC TV channels so you won't miss a game. For more information on this $35 credit, call SCRTC. Happy New Year from your friends at SCRTC.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barron River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barron River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barron River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
The only place you need to go for all of your automotive needs is Gilead.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive, see the Carfax Vehicle History Report, calculate payments, apply for financing, get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book, and check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business.
Yes, it's 6:42 at WCLU. Actually, I started the archive theme just a second too early. Sam Terry's going to join me here in a second, but not before I get over here and wish Bill Christ a happy 50th birthday in this way. Bill Christ is turning 50 today, and some buddies called up to wish Bill Christ a happy 50th birthday, and we're glad to gong him for today. Stand by for archives.
Hello, I'm Kathy Murray. Did you know that some healthcare professionals still make house calls? Amedisys Home Health is a group of compassionate professionals who deliver the best care to our patients in their homes. Whether you're recovering from a surgery or recuperating from an illness, our home health nurses, aides, and therapists can provide medication and treatment to you in your home. Ask your doctors if you qualify for home health care, or call Amedisys Home Health Care at 270-651-7640.
Thank you, Miss Kathy. It is 6:43. Sam Terry on the line today. How you doing this morning, Sam?
Doing great this morning. Henry, how are you?
I'm doing real good. I'm just enjoying the beauty of this day, thinking about that it might get cold, but thinking about when I look at the calendar, what do I have to complain about? That's just the way it is. First things first, though, we've got to, you are a bona fide historian in a lot of ways. Not the least of which is the fact that you're going to be presenting a program tonight on behalf of the Barron County Historical Society at 6 p.m. And I love the name of this program, speaking on Letters to Lottie, the Fort Williams Correspondence. Now, embellish that for us, Sam, and make us really get excited about coming up there and enjoying that.
Well, these are letters written by a soldier from DeWitt County, Illinois, who was a Union soldier, and his wife, Lottie, is the recipient of almost all of the letters. There are a handful that she wrote to him in a collection of about 82 letters.
Wow.
And just so interesting because he writes to her describing places and events. He is first sent to Louisville, Kentucky. They go to Elizabethtown and are encamped there for a while. He spends a little bit of time in Mumfordville, but more time in Woodsonville right after the Battle of Mumfordville. And he's describing some of the things that he's seeing there and talking about how they obtain provisions and things like that. And then he pops up in Glasgow, and his fellow soldiers were among those who actually built Fort Williams while he was here. And he ended up staying here for several months and talks about things going on in the community, things that they did every day as soldiers encamped on that hillside that we now know as Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. So they're really fascinating, and I do have the rest of his story that I will share and kind of put some things in perspective. But it's a neat little glimpse into the past.
Yeah, and it's so neat that you have come upon these and have studied them and have put them in a manner in which they can be presented and can paint a beautiful picture of the way it was. 6 o'clock tonight at the Mary Weldon Memorial Library, Sam. I know folks will enjoy being there and hearing about all of that.
Everyone is welcome. It's always free to attend the organization's meetings, and everyone is welcome. So come on.
I was, going up to Fort Williams and going into those by those gun turrets. It's amazing. I never realized how far you can see from up there in that fort. Unbelievable.
It's fascinating to hear George's description of the terrain there.
Yeah.
And one of the neatest things that I discovered in one of the letters is he actually created a drawing of Fort Williams for his wife Lottie to see. He wanted her to be able to see where everyone was encamped, where the guns were, and it's absolutely fascinating. You would almost think you worked for the engineering department for the military, because the sketch he created is absolutely what's there today.
It's history, and it's certainly fascinating. And don't miss that meeting tonight, the Barron County Historical Society, 6 o'clock, Mary Weldon Library. Okay, Sam, we'll put that on hold because we're going to start with our 100-year review of the way we were. Starting with 1919, this is an advertisement here. Got this picture that I'm going to hold up real quick. We don't have this one. We do have some pictures later in the archives. That's a picture of a vehicle, okay? And the picture is a for sale Overland Country Club 5-wire wheels, 1918 model, good as new. A bargain if sold at once. The car can be seen at Dickinson Brothers Garage, which was located where, Sam?
North Ray Street, not far from where we would be going to Shogun today.
Okay. So come by there. Let's check out that Overland Country Club. That's one of the selling points. It has 5-wire wheels. Now, I'm guessing that's the number of wires in the wheel, not having 5 wheels. It says it's good as new, so they were going to sell it at a bargain there. 1919. Those were back in the days, they were still being referred to as machines, and not very favorably either. So it took a lot to get that one up there. All right, why don't we move over here to 1929, Sam, see what was happening. The Times building, in the headlines here, the Glasgow Times building has been sold to Dr. C.C. Howard, and the headline reads now, will improve it. You got to know, a story in the Glasgow Times written about the Glasgow Times building says it's going to improve it. There's a tongue-in-cheek in there somewhere. The Times building on the west side of the public square, occupied by the Times and the Western Union and the offices of Dr. C.C. Howard, has been purchased outright by Dr. Howard, who has heretofore owned only 1/2 interest in the property. Dr. Howard purchased the half interest of that building from Mr. George J. Ellis. Dr. Howard has some thoughts of improving the building, by addition to the second floor in the rear and the installation of a modern heating plant. Lofty goals there for sure in 1929, Sam. Improve that building.
It sounds like it, and Dr. Howard did stay there for quite a while. It sounds like they were probably getting cold in there in the wintertime if he was needing a new heating plant.
It's kind of hard to build a fire in the building anywhere like that. They had to come up with some way to heat the place, and you can see when they have winters, with wind chills below zero, they got to have some kind of a plant to heat.
And of course, today, if you look at the west side of the square, you would see that being the office of Mr. Tom Davis, attorney at law.
Yes, indeed. That's another one of those top of the hill places, just kind of like we were talking about the old fort up there. Let's go to 1939. We've got, you're talking about the segregation of schools around here. This was the day in 1939 the colored oratorical contest was held with the Glasgow Training School on January the 20th. Of the 7 contestants, 3 were winners. Alpha Franklin was awarded the first prize of $5. She is an 8th grade pupil at Oak Grove School, where Luska J. Twyman is a teacher. Esther Bowles is a 7th grade pupil at Walton's Academy, and she won the second place of $3 with Carrie Robinson as the teacher. And third place went to Gladys Starks of the Gum Spring School, a pupil of Anna V. Kelly, and she was awarded a prize of $2. Now think about that. It says here, many excellent orations were given, and a great deal of initiative was shown in the preparation and training of the speakers. But you think about how segregated we were. We're going right on down to speech contests.
That is correct.
1939.
Unfortunately, Glasgow Training School eventually became Bunch High School.
Yes, yes.
The name was changed, and that has a fascinating history about how the training school was created, thanks to a gentleman named Stephen Landrum.
Mm-hmm. It is. It's a wonderful, wonderful story, and some of the names involved, not the least of which Luska J. Twyman. He was my principal when I was down there, and talk about a gentleman by every definition of that, and certainly you can see why these young students back in his elementary days were so successful. 1949 headline: Thieves on a rampage in Glasgow last week. 4 Glasgow businesses have been broken into by thieves within the past week. 2 break-ins occurred last Friday night when robbers entered Bill McEwen's restaurant on East Main Street and Leonard Furlong's grocery on Lewis Street. Now, over at McEwen's, the culprits prized off the hasp of the door and then entered and took a quantity of cigarettes, candy, and some food. At Furlong's, the entrance was made through a window, and $113 in cash was taken. On Saturday night, Tug Stevenson's grocery on West Main Street was broken into, and about $7 was taken. On Monday, the thieves gained entrance to Jolly's shoe store through the plasterboard after they had entered Lessenberry's feed store. Very little merchandise was reported missing from Jolly's. That is a rampage, Sam.
It is indeed. Wow.
They just went everywhere they thought they could. They thought, well, let's try this one. And, overall they made off with a bunch of stuff. Particularly some of that good food down at Bill McEwen's on East Main Street. But hopefully the thieves hopefully will read where they're caught or something like that. We get good police stories from time to time. All right, let's go to 1959. We've got some photographs here to go along with our discussion, Sam, about our own Billy Vaughn. Billy Vaughn is slated to be on Gail Storm's show, Oh, Susanna, on Saturday night over CBS TV, reaching most of Glasgow homes over Nashville's Channel 5 at 8 p.m. And if you're watching on Channel 6 this morning or on our Facebook Live feed, you can see a nice I guess this looks like a double truck picture from somewhere. Do you know where that came from?
I don't know where it's from. I believe it's in a publication related to Dot Records. And, of course, that was the recording studio that Billy was associated with for so long.
Right. And Gail Storm certainly owes her success to Dot Records, too. But let me read a little bit more about this. Billy, who has arranged many songs for Miss Storm for Dot Records, is expected to introduce a new song which he has composed, which is entitled You're My Baby Doll, and that's with Miss Storm. Billy also advised his sisters, Mrs. Bill Simmons, Mrs. Robert Biggers, and Mrs. Tubby Grissom, that he and Randy Woods, the president of Dot Records, expect to leave soon for Europe, where Billy's tunes are among the top in the Americanized areas. His tune, Sail on Silvery Moon, has earned him a gold record following the sale of 1 million records. Now, Billy's got a saxophone there holding the hand of Miss Gail Storm in that picture that we have up there right now. Boy, that's there's a lot of hometown pride right there, you know.
Absolutely. Certainly one of our treasured historic figures and local heroes.
And most folks would agree that he never turned his back on his roots as far as, you know, he was a hometown fella and he had family here and he was here often, but yet when he headed out, he made a big difference in the entertainment world.
He did indeed. A great person, and just go up to Beulah Dunn Park sometime and look at the monument honoring Billy Vaughn there, and see all of those gold records. That Billy holds the distinction of receiving the first platinum record in the world.
Yeah.
And such an incredible talent, and he was homegrown.
No question about it. That's an excellent story, and thank you for digging up those pictures too, Sam. That was really good. Why don't we come back home and go to the grocery? You know, we had some rampant thievery going on a few decades before, but here in 1969, we're going down to Houchins. And here was the deal. If you remember this brings back a lot of memories for a lot of folks. The advertisement reads, at Houchins, you get 25 extra S&H green stamps with $5 or more of a purchase. Then you get 25 extra stamps when purchasing Fields chestnut bacon or Eggo frozen waffles. I didn't know they were invented in '69. And you get 50 extra when purchasing a Gold West turkey. So, Houchins is putting on quite a promotion there, giving out the S&H green stamps in 1969.
And everyone loved to go to the S&H green stamp store.
Yes.
And I can envision that store and walking through the door and where everything was located and the ladies who worked there. And it was a neat thing.
It was unbelievable. You go in there and you cash them in. You almost feel like you stole something because you didn't give any money for it. You just, it was your stamps.
And a lot of us are still using some things that our parents and grandparents got at the S&H Green Stamp store.
No question about it. Those are the good old days as far as, going to the store and get a little something extra. That was 1969. This day in 1979, we've got an advertisement for First Federal Savings and Loan. This one, hold on to your hat. They were paying the highest rates allowed by federal regulators on a 26-week money market certificate of deposit. Are you ready for this, Sam? Come up here in 1979 to First Federal Savings and Loan, and you'll earn 9.725%. How many of those do you want?
I would imagine if that happened today, the line would be beyond the courthouse.
Yeah, well, whatever the federal limit was, you buy that many. 1970. Wow. That's quite the economic statement, 9.725% at First Federal Savings and Loan in 1979. All right, 1989. I just looked at the clock, Sam. I got to speed up here. The Glasgow School Board this day in 1989 approved a 3% utility tax. And 1999, this was the day that the Barron County Trojans held off the Warren Central Dragons 57-45, and the Scotties stopped Warren East 63-52, and the Hornets fell to Hart County. So a little sports action there, and we've got sports history going on around here even today. And finally, we've got this day in 2009, Glasgow High School junior Catherine Rogers was the winner of a banner that she did for the Kentucky School Board Association's meeting. That's been 10 years ago. Can you believe how time gets away from us?
Doesn't seem possible.
That's right. But she was the winner of that, the banner that she did. It's in the archives. That's kind of how we know it's so, and how we know that it's made a difference around here in so many different ways. So there we have it. A whole lot of memory making here. Billy Vaughn and S&H Green Stamps and the Overland 5-wire Roadster. Only here can you experience so much cool stuff.
Absolutely.
Except that's only until 6 o'clock tonight when you can experience Sam Terry's Letters to Lottie, the Fort Williams Correspondence, coming up at the library. And certainly I know that's going to be one that folks will anticipate. Sam, thank you for joining us today.
Absolutely. Thank you. See you tomorrow.
And we'll be here, and who knows where we'll go with it. We'll just sort of get in the car and drive. Thank you, sir.
Good day.
The archives brought to you by the good folks at Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services and Amedisys Home Health. Yes. We'll revisit tomorrow here on WCLU. 26 degrees, 1 hour delay for Barron County Schools today.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Career in healthcare. Make your dream a reality at WKU in Glasgow. From dental assisting to phlebotomy to clinical medical assisting, we offer affordable, convenient classes that fit your busy schedule. Some can be completed in as little as 9 weeks. Employers are looking for qualified healthcare professionals. The right career training can help you stand above the rest. Classes begin in March, so register today at wku.edu/Glasgow/training. Life at the top is worth the climb.
Weather from the WCLU Weather Center. Brought to you by South Central Bank.
Cold for us here today, but even colder on Friday as temperatures will remain below freezing tomorrow. Mostly cloudy skies here this morning. Clouds will break up and give way to sunshine as we head through the day today. Temperatures only reaching the mid-30s this afternoon, a good 10 degrees below average. Partly to mostly cloudy skies here tonight and cold all the way down into the low to mid-teens. Mix of clouds and sunshine tomorrow, colder. Highs Friday only in the upper 20s. Over the weekend, partly to mostly cloudy skies. Highs both days, low 40s. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ken. 26 degrees at WCLU this morning. We have, first of all, I'll tell you again that Barron County schools are open on a 1 hour delay. We're getting calls from listeners about people who listen to this radio station who travel different places, and one question came from LaRue County, and we understand West made a telephone call to some media and found out that LaRue County schools are closed today. They've had lots of black ice in the LaRue County area, and so therefore if you're traveling into LaRue County from any direction, it sounds like you really need to plan a little extra, because it is going to be very treacherous with that, one of the worst things to negotiate in the wintertime, black ice. So LaRue County schools closed for today, and already Metcalfe County had planned to be closed today. Monroe County is opening 1 hour late today, so I want to make sure that you're aware of that. And folks who were interested in LaRue County may well also want to know that Greene County schools are closed for today. So the number one thing we've got to do is pay attention and be safe. 26 degrees.
It's a super simple way to save when you take advantage of the Early Bird Hibachi Special at Shogun Bistro of Glasgow. Every afternoon from 2 until 5, you can enjoy steak and chicken, or steak and shrimp, or chicken and shrimp for just $15 each. So many ways to take advantage of this Early Bird Special, from family outings to office meetings to just getting ahead of the crowd. The Early Bird Hibachi Special, steak and chicken, steak and shrimp, or chicken and shrimp, just $15 each from 2 till 5 at Shogun Bistro of Glasgow.
At Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home, our team of licensed funeral directors and our support staff are dedicated to serving local families with the utmost respect and attention. We work very hard to make sure every detail of the services we provide are completely done to your satisfaction. No detail is too small, no request unimportant. If it's important to you, then it's just as important to us. Hatcher and Sadler Funeral Home in Glasgow, serving all with dignity and respect since 1899.
Competition is good, and when you've been in business for 53 years, you've done something right. Even with all the new ways you can shop for flooring for your home or business. Here's what Parish Carpet does. They offer the top name brands in flooring backed with solid warranties. Then Parish Carpet stocks a large showroom of carpet and rugs for you to see and feel, not just samples. Then they have the finest individuals come and install those floors in your home. Parish Carpets gets to know you, and you get to know them, and that's why so many people keep coming back. There's plenty of competition, but if this sounds like a place you'd like to do business, stop in Parish Carpet on Rails Road in Glasgow, 651-8058.
Okay, let's see. We're going to move forward right now and play trivia. Somebody's going to win a delicious pizza from Little Caesars. Yeah, it's good.
Listen to the delicious crunch of Little Caesars' new extra most bestest hot and ready thin crust pepperoni pizza for just $6. Hot and ready every day between 4 and 8 p.m. Just walk in and pick up a large, crispy thin crust pizza with the most cheese and pepperoni at the nation's best price of only $6. Little Caesars thin crust pepperoni pizza. One bite and you'll be back for more.
Pizza. Top 4 national pizza chains. Extra most bestest thin crust pepperoni pizza versus large round one topping thin crust pepperoni pizza. Everyday standard menu prices at participating locations plus tax.
651-9149-800-956-1023. Can you answer this question? And you can certainly take your mind off of cold weather and treacherous travel and win a pizza, either a pepperoni pizza or a sausage pizza from Little Caesars. Either one would be good, I can tell you that. Here we go. Here's a trivia question for today. Established in early 1900s, the company name associated with its most famous product, even though it manufactures toilets, faucets, sinks, Epsom salts, and many other useful inventions. Okay, I'm looking for the name of a company. It's actually the last name of the brothers who started the company. And this company manufactures toilets and faucets and sinks and Epsom salts and many other useful inventions. But it's known, its most, best product is known by the name of the family. Trivia.
Cream?
No, it's not right. 651-9149-800-956-1023. Established in the early 1900s by 7 brothers. They make all kinds of things, but their most popular product, it goes by the family name. Trivia.
Corn?
No, it's not right. 651-9149-800-956-1023. It's 7 brothers. Started a company in the early 1900s, making all kinds of neat things. Trivia.
Is it Johnson?
No, not Johnson's. They make faucets and sinks, and they actually make toilets. But yet their most famous product is actually their last name.
Hershey?
No, it's not right. Trivia.
Rydell?
No, it's not right. Who knows? 651-9149. 800-956-1023. Trivia.
Would it be Delta?
No, it's not right. This is a family name. Trivia. This family came to the United States in the early 1900s. Trivia.
Arthur.
No, it's not right. They make toilets and faucets and sinks and stuff like that, but they're known. The company name is also well known because of their most popular product, and that would be
Epsom.
No, that's not right. Who knows? Trivia.
Kohler.
No, not Kohler. Good company though. Trivia.
Would it be Kohler?
No, not Kohler. Trivia.
Delta.
No. This is a company. This is a family by this last name came to the United States from Europe in the early 1900s. 7 brothers, design and engineering all types of things, but the family name is also what its most famous product is known by.
Sterling.
No. Trivia. Hello,
A.L.
trivia.
Smith.
Who?
A.L. Smith.
No.
A.L.
No, it's not right. Trivia.
Mullen.
No. All right. I don't want to write. Where's the clock? The clock's getting away. Trivia.
Crane.
No, not Crane. Trivia.
What are they? Peerless.
No. 7 brothers. Trivia.
Taylor.
No. Came to this country in the early 1900s. Invented a lot of things. Trivia.
Watkins.
No. Trivia.
Johnson.
No. What do you think, West? I need to hang it up?
Everybody's looking at the space between the base of their toilet and the toilet seat.
Yeah.
That's where they're getting these names. Take 3 more calls.
All right, 3 more calls it is. Trivia. Trivia. Trivia.
Forbrass.
No. Trivia.
Church.
No. Here's the 3rd call. Let's hope that this will get it. Trivia.
Pfister.
No, not Pfister. Good guesses. Boy, a lot of thought. Here's the family's last name, Jacuzzi.
That's stumps 2 days in a row.
Oh, did you stump yesterday?
Yeah.
What did you use yesterday?
What was the name of the team in the city it was located before they became the Baltimore Colts in 1950?
Okay.
And it was the Dallas Texans. Our guest host was the only one that knew it, but she was ineligible.
Okay. Well, it's fascinating when we get to air it out right here. As I had a professor in college who well, that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
he felt like the only way that he could tell what you know is to know what you don't, and which is why that he had a thing nobody ever could make 100 on his test. That was his goal. Anyway, it's Jacuzzi. In the 1900s, 7 brothers. Pioneers in design and engineering, the Jacuzzi brothers. They're inventive, they were hardworking, they were family-oriented. They came to the United States in the early 1900s from Europe, making their mark in aviation with the construction of the first enclosed cabin monoplane. They later turned their attention to water systems and pumps in California's orange groves. In 1925, the brothers revolutionized the agricultural industry, and here's what they did. They created the first submersible pump.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what is the basis of a jacuzzi? A submersible pump.
That's right.
Put it underwater and it pumps. And they were the guys that invented it. And I don't know, you can think about 7 brothers sitting around scratching their heads trying to come up with all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, in the early 1900s, it was a good deal because now that thing you go sit in to take a load off is called a jacuzzi.
Yeah.
That's the name of the brothers who invented it, the Jacuzzi brothers. All right. Well, we got to get off with a stump tomorrow,
I don't know. See, here's the thing. Now that we've had 2 in a row, I'm wondering how many days we can go by stumping them.
Yeah, that's my wrong goal.
I want people to win. Don't get me wrong.
That's right.
I'm over here on the other side thinking I can't win. So let's make it tough.
We have smart people all around.
That's right.
All right. That's trivia today. Thanks to the good folks at Little Caesars for being our sponsor. Who knows where we'll go with this thing tomorrow?
CBS News Update. It won't happen in the House, and it won't happen anywhere else. President Trump has postponed next week's State of the Union address after an official disinvite. CBS's Mark Liverman.
Both sides agree there will be no State of the Union address until the longest government shutdown in history comes to an end. Yesterday afternoon, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi revoked the president's invitation to address Congress next week.
She doesn't want the American public to hear what's going on, and she's afraid of the truth.
The president eventually yielded to the speaker.
Lawmakers in the Senate are scheduled to vote on competing bills to end the shutdown today, one from Democrats. Minority Leader Chuck Schumer.
The Senate will finally have its chance. We can reopen the government until February 8th and continue to discuss border security.
A Republican bill includes this $5.7 billion the president wants for a border wall. CBS News Update. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
The Royce Radio Family. WCLU 1490 Glasgow. WCLU FM 102.3 Munfordville, Glasgow. And W276DO 103.1 Glasgow.
Insurance is all about families. That's true when you think about it. From insuring your home, your car, to the farm that provides for the family.
Or that family business that continues through generations. I'm Jared Pursley with Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Don't you mean ISU Pettigo Lessenberry?
Okay, Daniel, you always have to be right.
I'm Daniel Bird here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry, and what we're trying to say is that everything we do is for our families. So if you're looking for agents you can trust,
agents who know where you're coming from, then we'd be honored to serve you and your family's best interest.
Call us today at 270-651-8837.
Everybody wants to feel good about their pharmacy, but in the quest for good health, price does become a factor. In Glasgow, we have a pharmacy that has been able to combine customer service with the lowest possible price day in and day out. That pharmacy is Park Avenue Pharmacy. Ask your friends. They'll tell you that when comparing the price of prescription drugs time and time again, Park Avenue Pharmacy is the lowest price. And with full-time pharmacists and friendly faces you know, you should request the prescriptions be filled at Park Avenue Pharmacy. Park Avenue Pharmacy is located in the Park Avenue Shopping Center, easy to get to from anywhere. Phone 651-5156. You can get low prices and full service. Simply trust Park Avenue Pharmacy in Glasgow.
A new year can often bring new challenges, but not when it comes to buying a vehicle at Bailey Gibson. At 306 Happy Valley Road, there will be no high-pressure haggling, just an honest effort to help you find the car or truck you're searching for. No stress or fret at Bailey Gibson in 2019. All you have to do is enjoy your new ride and that new car smell.
Yum! That new car smell is the best. It's almost as good as chocolate.
306 Happy Valley Road in Glasgow, the home of Bailey Gibson Buick GMC.
Berry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local, family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
9.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
For WCLU Local News, I'm Wes Royce reporting. A special called school board meeting for the Glasgow Independent District was held Tuesday night to interview the short list of 3 architectural firms who are vying for the job of designing the new athletic facility upgrades at Hank Roy Stadium, including adding an alternative school facility that would be part of the campus rather than in the mobile units they're in now. The first firm was the Clotfelter Semakar, who touts their personal liaison to stay current on all Kentucky Department of Education requirements and guidelines, as well as plan PR and events to build excitement around the completion of the facility. In their preliminary drawings, Clotfelter Semakar proposes a grandstand of bleachers built higher than what currently exists, but with less wide margins. The firm also praised the district for having a land survey performed ahead of time. Some utility lines and water lines are located in central portions of the stadium area. The second firm was Ross Tarrant, who proposes that a covered structure be built between the entrance and the concession area like a Walk of Fame area. The firm also had a virtual reality media for the board to take a virtual tour of what the new football weight room could look like. The third firm presenting was a familiar one, Sherman Carter Barnhart, which worked to design Highland Elementary, the new high school, and other projects.
This whole site has been a long ongoing dream of this district to get completed. We started out here. We carried it to the next phase, which was the high school, working there to find out how we could be challenged by KDE to keep an existing gym that was larger than what you were allowed to build it today had you built new. And we came up with a solution to get that. Then it was, okay, we got this building, then how do we address the softball, which was thought about early on in the project of putting the softball field here. Now we're seeing that dream come to pass. The next dream was the athletic complex, which is what you're interviewing for tonight, which for us is just another continuation of the phase of construction that was already thought about years ago.
The firm also talks about having experience and expertise in knowing how to deal and negotiate with the Kentucky Department of Education. KDE governs most all aspects of what can be built with public funds as it relates to the size and makeup of the students it serves. All 3 firms said they would use the guidelines KDE recommends on payment for services. Clotfelter Semakar said it would take 6 months to have construction drawings ready. Ross Tarrant 4 months. Sherman Carter Barnhart told the board its previous experience with the district would help streamline the design process to get a construction bid quicker, noting that KDE is backed up in approving other projects like this across the state. The Warren County Sheriff's Office was notified of a scam by mail. Scammers are sending out priority mail packets. They're claiming to be secret shoppers, professional survey, or research groups. The packets have instructions to cash or deposit an enclosed cashier's check and to use that money to buy gift cards of varying values. The victim is then instructed to send the gift card information back to an email address. This is a scam, says Sheriff Hightower, who is asking citizens of Warren County to be vigilant in protecting themselves from scams, both by mail and phone. If you have fallen victim to this scam, please call Warren County Sheriff's Office at 270-842-1633. Chris Stapleton will continue his extensive sold-out All-American Road Tour through this year with newly confirmed performances this summer and fall. The tour will wrap up on November the 2nd at Louisville's KFC Yum Center. Tickets for fan club members go on sale January 29th. This is WCLU Local News.
Mommy, I don't feel good.
Those are words a parent never wants to hear, but don't worry, I'm here to help when you do. This is nurse practitioner Brittany Jackson with Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic. Cold and flu season can be scary and intimidating unless you have a plan. Be sure to wash your hands, drink water, eat well, and get plenty of rest. But when that doesn't work, or when your kid picks up the latest bug tearing through their class, Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic is here to help. We offer same-day appointments for sick visits, and we make sure that we are up to date on the latest treatments to guide you through whatever hits you or your family. Many times, quick response can head off the worst of the symptoms, so put Jackson Health and Wellness Clinic on your speed dial and let us get you feeling better faster. 270-629-6722. Remember our new location right across from TJ Sampson Hospital at 1214B North Race Street. Together, we can keep you on the path to good health.
Call my mama. She will make you all better. 270-629-6722.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, brand new facility. None of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barren River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barren River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
It's been another great week to be a Scotty. Any student taking a dual credit course this year, whether it's WKU or SkyTech, the dual credit scholarship is now available. Log into your KHEAA account to access the application. Juniors, the deadline to submit applications for the Farmers Royal Electric Washington Youth Tour is February 8th. You must receive electrical service from FRECC. Seniors, the local scholarships are beginning to arrive. Check out the scholarship webpage and bins in the college hallway. In addition, seniors planning to attend SkyTech in the fall, the application for beginning freshman scholarships at SkyTech will close on Friday, March 1st, 2019. In sports, track conditioning will begin next Monday, January 29th from 3:30 to 4:30. Please make sure you bring your sports physicals. You will run outside, weather permitting. The Glasgow swim team celebrated Lily Mosley's career last night with a meet against Barron and Allen County. The GHS swim team was led by Abby Lee, Garrett Tao, Lily Mosley, and Jack Mosley. Clarice Sweet set a personal best in the 50 free. Miss Garrett is very proud of these young men and women. The swim team will have region February 8th through 9th at Owensboro. Congratulations to Kayla Bradley, Robert Kingery, and Nick Sorrell for being named to the Class 2A State All-Tournament team. In addition, congratulations to Amanda Lee for receiving a $500 scholarship from the Class 2A State Tournament games. Come support our Scotties and Lady Scotties Friday as we host Barron County. The girls' game will begin at 6 with the boys' game to follow. The first 40 students in the dog pound will get a free blue and white spirit towel. On Saturday, we will celebrate homecoming as our Scotties and Lady Scotties host Logan County. The first game will begin at 6 with homecoming festivities taking place between the boys and girls game. Good luck to all of our Scotty athletes. This has been McKay Bowles for this week's Scotty Report. Shine on, Scotties, and stay true to the blue.
Thank you, McKay. It's 7:27, 26 degrees. Let's talk about travel this morning. We've gotten some more calls about black ice, and we've had reports of black ice just about all over Barron County and adjoining counties in certain spots. Of course, you know, black ice, it's you can't see it, so you can't tell for sure if you're on it. But you really got to be careful. We got a call from Tony Ritchie a few minutes ago coming into town when he passed the Patton Road at the top of the hill right there. Just it didn't look like there was any problem at all, but, you know, just kind of went into a big spin because of that black ice. And that's the way it can get you. No matter where you are, there's no way to, I guess, avoid it. You just got to drive very, very defensively and be ready to respond if you get into one of those situations where the black ice happens to be. So be aware of that. We're at 26 degrees. We have not moved 1 inch toward being able to thaw anything out here this morning. So that's just going to take, it's going to be very difficult to get that done. So just to be aware of that. Drive with caution. Black ice, we're getting more and more reports of it here as folks are out and traveling and trying to move here this morning. Let's check in with news from across Kentucky.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jaleesa Chatman.
Stop the shutdown now! Stop the shutdown now!
Police in Kentucky were called to a shutdown protest by a group of federal government workers at a field office building for Senator Mitch McConnell. The protesters arrived at the office in Lexington in hopes of handing off some letters to the senator. Bill Londrigan, president of the Kentucky AFL-CIO, tells WKYT,
"These folks are not combatants in this fight. They are being held hostage."
The Senate will vote today on President Trump's compromise proposal to end the partial government shutdown that's now dragged on into its 34th day. The proposal would fund government agencies affected by the shutdown through September. State health officials say the number of drug-dependent babies is slightly lower than last year in Kentucky. Just over 1,200 babies were born with neonatal abstinence syndrome in 2017, a number that dropped to just over 1,100 in 2018. Investigators say no threat was discovered after unexpected suspicious packages were found at the Diocese of Covington. The investigation follows an incident in Washington, D.C. over the weekend involving Covington Catholic High School students and a Native American protester. Lexington police say a prolific scammer is targeting victims again, and yet another warrant is out for his arrest.
54-year-old Sherman Denny is wanted for theft by deception. A woman told police that Denny approached her in a parking lot using a familiar story for many of his victims.
And he tells them that he's from out of town. He then tells them that he's lost his wallet and his briefcase and that he has no money. He says that he is diabetic and he needs money to buy insulin.
Lexington Police Sergeant Brad Williams tells WKYT they know Denny is not a diabetic. He's also known to ask to borrow a cell phone to call family before asking for gas money. I'm Suzanne Duval.
I'm Jaleesa Chatzman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
It's here, y'all. The cold weather season has made its way around one more time. This is Whitney at Big Meadow Oil, and I'm ready for it. Are you? Be sure to check your tanks often. You never know when we might get one of those crazy Kentucky winter storms. Make sure you have a backup plan for heating. We have kerosene to help keep you warm and toasty. Keep your vehicles at least half full in case you get stuck out in those frigid temperatures. Our diesel, as always, is treated with Power Service diesel additive to help with cold weather starting. Come by our office at 219 Industrial Drive or call 270-651-5212 and let us help you stay warm this winter season. Big Meadow Oil, warming homes since 1981.
25 degrees, 7:30 at WCLU. Let's turn to local sports. In girls All-A Classic State Tournament first round action yesterday, the Metcalfe County Lady Hornets advanced. They defeated Louisville Holy Cross in the final score 58-49. Metcalfe County 58. Louisville Holy Cross 49. That's played over in Richmond at McBrayer Arena. That's where tomorrow's second round will be played, as the Lady Hornets will square off against Covington Holy Cross tomorrow. That is going to be a 7:30 in the morning start. That's an early start for sure for basketball, and that is going to be tomorrow. And congratulations to the Metcalfe County Lady Hornets on their advancement in the All-A Classic. High school basketball today, Hart County's girls travel to Fort Knox, and Clinton County's boys open up play in the All-A State Tournament against Shelby Valley. And that's a check of local sports.
Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
The only place you need to go for
freezing tomorrow. Mostly cloudy skies here this morning. Clouds will break up and give way to sunshine as we head through the day today. Temperatures only reaching the mid-30s this afternoon, a good 10 degrees below average. Partly to mostly cloudy skies here tonight and cold all the way down into the low to mid-teens. Mix of clouds and sunshine tomorrow, colder. Highs Friday only in the upper 20s. Over the weekend, partly to mostly cloudy skies. Highs both days, low 40s. I'm meteorologist Ken Boone from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
All right, Ken, looking at the WCLU constant coverage and studio radar screen, we don't see anything out there that's going to cause trouble, even though we've had moisture overnight that has caused trouble. We had 8,900 7-inch of precipitation. It all sort of came in the form of sleet. And as we just mentioned, has resulted in some black ice in some areas. So let's be very cautious in our travel for today. But let's see, the other current conditions. We have the barometer at 29.39. The winds are out of the west at around let's see, out of the west-southwest at 7 miles an hour, gusting at times to 17. 94% humidity. We're at 25 degrees at WCLU at 7:33. The weather forecast brought to you by the folks fixing breakfast for you as we speak at McDonald's.
Money may not
all of your automotive needs is GillyHide.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive, see the Carfax Vehicle History Report, calculate payments, apply for financing, get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book, and check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse.
Good morning, friends. There are times in each life when we may be wounded by the deeds or words of another person. Sometimes those occasions were intended to hurt us, and at other times the hurt was unintended. For those of us who have been the victim of hurtful actions or speech from another, we must remember that we always have two choices. We can stew in our bitterness, or we can let such an experience make us a better person by determining not to seek to do that same thing on the same level. As the hot fire of anger burns within our heart, it soon boils over into seeking revenge. Decision time is here. Will we get over the hurt, or will we seek to get even? We must not let the hurt turn into hate. If we do, we will suffer the damage twofold, for anger and hate will destroy us from within. If we make a decision to let the hurt heal, if we make a decision to forgive the offense, then we will be acting as Christ acted when he experienced similar circumstance. When we forgive another, we are not doing so for them, but for ourselves. This frees us to be more at peace within. Sometimes we may have to renew that decision to forgive and move on, for Satan will keep reminding us that we have been offended, and in so doing, he stirs up our foolish pride. Let the old wounds heal. If they don't, they'll become infected, and we will become sick. This is Danny Wyatt for the Refuge Church of Christ.
Don't miss a great night out for a great cause Saturday, January 26th at the Cave City Convention Center. Jeff Parker and Company, formerly of Daly and Vincent, with special guests Arthur Hatfield and Buck Creek, perform live to benefit the Cave City Volunteer Fire Department. Tickets are just $15 and are on sale now at the Cave City Convention Center or from any Cave City fireman. Jeff Parker and Company and Arthur Hatfield and Buck Creek, live at the Cave City Convention Center Saturday, January 26th. Get your tickets now.
That's right. Those tickets are going fast. You want to have a good showing over there to support the Cave City Volunteer Fire Department and to help you get inspired. I believe that Aaron on the air this afternoon has another pair of tickets to give away, so you can just get a big bunch of folks together and go and celebrate. Jeff Parker and Company, and of course Arthur Hatfield and his crew, also known as Buck Creek, also known as Really Talented, going to be there at the Cave City Convention Center on Saturday nights. Birthdays, I think that I have not yet sounded a 50 gong for Bill Christ. I just was able to sneak him in there right before trivia. So here we go, Bill. The 50 gong for Bill Christ. Sean Hale has a birthday today. Miss Brandy Button is celebrating. Sam Allen, happy birthday, sir. Laura Belcher has a birthday. Jesse Johnson is 21. Trace Rigsby. Garnet Martin Jr. Miss Rossie Kingry is 70 today. Donna Brents McCubbin. Jennifer Jordan with a birthday. It's Purdy and Pam Staples. It's their 21st wedding anniversary today. And it's also Danny and Gail Harden having a wedding anniversary today, too. And today is our special pat him on the back person. It's James Glover Sr. Now, what a great guy that James Glover Sr. is. He's got a birthday tomorrow, and we want to be sure and give us plenty of time to pat him on the back and let him know that he's good as gold. And that we are doing today. So if you happen to see James Glover Sr. around town today, you pat him on the back and tell him he's good as gold. From WCLU and a little taste of Texas. We're looking forward to seeing you over there for dinner soon.
Are you looking for a new career or maybe just part-time work? Ahead Staffing in Glasgow and Bowling Green can help make that happen. They're now taking applications for immediate job openings in the manufacturing and food production industry with competitive pay and benefits. The job market is in high demand for new employees, so whether you're looking for a full-time or part-time job, go see Ahead Staffing in Glasgow or Bowling Green and get started on a path to your own fulfilling career. You must be able to pass a drug test and you will be subject to a background check. Call 270-904-3777 in Bowling Green or in Glasgow, call 270 863-618-5119 to learn more. Or you can always go to aheadstaffingbg.com. With so many opportunities available, see why Ahead Staffing is the place so many in Southern Kentucky have chosen to help find the right job for them. And don't forget to visit aheadstaffingbg.com.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance, growing with a proud community since 1902.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me.
5 degrees here at 7:40, 20 before 8 o'clock. Actually, I guess the important thing to note is we're moving further away from being able to thaw out some of this black ice. So I want to make sure that you're aware of that travel-wise today. Be careful and plug in that Common Sense app and drive with caution here for today. Some things that we haven't talked enough about. The chair yoga with Beska Moore is at noon today at the Marywood Weldon Library. Dress comfortably. You can sign up at the library when you get there. The Barron County Republican Women's Club will meet tonight at 5:30 at the Glasgow Square Government Center building, 3rd floor, fiscal courtroom. Women and men are welcome. Call 270-590-9656 if you want to ask information about that meeting. It is coming up. Tonight. And also want to remind you about the Life Skills Therapeutic Foster Care Works with children who have had a variety of needs, and they're offering training, support, and financial assistance to therapeutic foster parents. If you would like to learn more, there is an informational meeting on the 7th day of February, which is a Thursday, starting at 6 p.m. Contact Amanda Needwick at 270-901-5753 for more information. 7:41 now at WCLU, 25 degrees. The new Hardee's is now open in Glasgow. Normally, when someone moves into the neighborhood, you welcome them, preferably with biscuits. But we already make biscuits from scratch, hand-breaded chicken tenders, and 100% Angus beef thick burgers. So don't you go welcoming us. We can welcome ourselves and shake our own hands. But that doesn't mean if you visit us, we won't welcome you. And welcoming you with welcome biscuits is all we need to welcome ourselves. Got it? Good. Welcome to the neighborhood. Us, next to Glasgow High School on Columbia Avenue. Hardee's, because it tastes better.
Lessenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lessenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lessenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local, family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
Glasgow prescription.
Everyone knows you have to winterize your boat, but too often we forget our cars. Glasgow Tire and Auto Center wants to make winterizing your cars top of mind. Stop into Glasgow Tire and Auto Center and let their professionals suggest what's best for your specific vehicle. Also, check out the showroom. When you need tires, Glasgow Tire and Auto Center has brands like Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and more, with some great rebates and incentives to get you back on the road. Visit GlasgowTire.com for more details. That's Glasgow Tire and Auto Center, 602 Happy Valley Road, 270-651-7005.
From the north, south, east, west, NEWS, here's the latest news.
Not just news, it's tidbit news.
The best kind.
From around the world and up the street. Just a few things here to share with folks today. Let's see. I'm going to look at that and see if that's... Yeah, that's Bobby Lee Hurt right there, Wes. So let me take care of Bobby, and then I'll come back and talk to you, okay?
Sounds great.
All right. See, Bobby Lee, you actually preempted Wes.
Oh, goodness gracious. Hey, I'm doing good.
But he was about to die to put that picture of you, on Facebook, on the TV. You know, that one. Let's see. The Uneasy Rider.
The one way back when.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Tell him he looks like somebody that would call a WWE wrestling match.
Different picture,
Wes says you look like somebody who would call a WWE wrestling match. And actually may have.
I think all I did was watch, okay?
Okay. Gotcha. Well, anyway, I'm glad you're here, and I will certainly pass along those glad tidings. But I'm glad you're here because I really want to talk about what's going on at Hurt Auto Sales. I just, the landscape has changed up there in your neighborhood, and you have certainly maximized the effectiveness of showing off what you got by the way that you have this lot set up there at Hurt Auto Sales. And I know that you're proud of it, and I know you enjoy having folks come and see it and see what's on it, too.
We do, Henry. We just got in a 2012 Honda Accord. Little four-door sedan. Makes somebody a really nice car. Lasts a long time. And we got it priced for just $9,900.
All right, $9,900. That's a good price, Bobby Lee.
It is. And got a little Lexus IS 250, another little four-door sedan, excellent condition for just $7,900.
My goodness, you're talking peanuts right now.
That's right, and a super good ride. Got an 04 Chevy truck, half-ton, just a single cab, two-wheel drive, and we're going to sell it for $4,900.
That's something that most folks just refer to as the truck. You going to come? I'm coming in the truck.
Yes, I'll be in my truck.
Everybody needs a truck, and Bobby Lee's got a truck.
and if you don't like that truck, we've got another little truck. It's a 94 Ford Ranger. Okay, and it's a truck too, just a small little truck, and we're going to sell it today for $1,900.
Now, wait a minute. Say it again. Tell it first of all. You do the whole thing over right there. Okay. What year is it?
The 94 Ford Ranger, okay, a sharp little old truck.
And you want how much for it?
$1,900.
Wow.
Okay?
Yeah.
A special of the day, okay?
I hope that one goes before breakfast.
Well, so do I.
Yeah.
I may not eat for a while just to make sure.
That's right. You don't want to run out and miss somebody.
That's right.
Hey, I got one thing I want to ask you right here, just because I don't know anything about this, and I'm going to put you on the spot right here, but they got this Sand Hill Crane Tour going on. Because of your long career at the state park, do you know anything about Sand Hill Cranes, Bobby Lee?
I know they're big old birds, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But they come here once a year, and they meet at Barron River, and there's usually thousands and thousands of them, and they are a pretty bird. They call them, if you hunt them, they call them the ribeye of the sky.
I've never heard that. The ribeye of the sky.
That's it.
All right.
It's supposed to be the best bird flying, if you eat them.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Well, I don't guess you can go to the Barron River State Park and hunt them, though, can you?
I don't think I wouldn't advise that. I sure wouldn't. The game warden might get you.
Yeah, right. That's right. Well, here's the thing: they're having this big. They're doing these tours through Sunday at the state park. You can register for one of two trips: the morning sunrise or the sunset trip. It's just $45 per adult, $40 for seniors, and $30 per child, 8 to 12. Includes educational sessions, a box lunch, a long-sleeve T-shirt, and your choice of morning or afternoon tour by van. Call this familiar number, 646-2151, to get your reservation. And I just think that's so neat that this is something special about our area, that we take advantage of people being able to see and learn down there, Bobby Lee.
That's right. It is unique because they don't come anywhere else in this whole area, anywhere. And they just come to Barron River. They know the way back. Okay?
It's going to take me a while to digest that ribeye of the sky picture.
That's a fact.
That's right. Here comes a slab at you.
Yeah. Hey, get your skillet out. Okay?
That's right. That's right. But draw 3 little red circles in the middle of it. I'm sorry. We shouldn't do that. Bobby Lee, thank you so much. But for the big thing is, the reason why we're talking here is not to sponge off of your information and your career, but to talk about Hurt Auto Sales being a place where you can come in a painless manner. In fact, the motto is
no pain when you trade with Hurt.
Bobby Lee, thanks for joining us, sir.
Yes, sir. Have a nice day.
Yes, sir. You too. Bye-bye. Hurt Auto Sales, 621 West Main Street in Glasgow. A place to be. Now, Wes, do you want me to come back and do you need any more? Do you need breathing room or anything?
Oxygen level is up to par.
Okay.
I'm trying to find this. I've got a picture. I mean, I can show my phone, but it's not going to look good. I'm trying to get the email to send.
Okay.
Or this computer. But had some old college buddies who came down for the Sandhill Crane.
Mm-hmm.
Not to really watch them, but they wanted to eat them.
Yeah, well, hey.
And they called me.
Probably not advise that,
They were on the way, with their hunting stuff loaded, and they're like, and I hadn't talked to this guy in 15 years, and he says, "You know anything about Sandhill Cranes?" I'm like, "Well, good to hear from you too, buddy." I said, "I know they're the ribeye in the sky," and I said, "I don't know anything else about them, but if y'all have a successful hunt, the big green egg will be fired up."
Yeah.
And so anyway, I said, but there's one of my good friends, a guy that was in my wedding, is the game warden. Here's his number.
Yeah, that's right.
And so he told him, the information that the game wardens tell people about that, and it was all good.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that you hooked those folks up.
I will say this. Population is down this year. Maybe not the population, but the percentage of population of those birds that have been coming here was down a couple of weeks ago. Usually they have about 30,000, and game warden told me they saw about 300.
Wow.
So, it is a magnificent thing to see. It's a beautiful bird, and if you're into the hunting thing, they say it's delicious.
Sandhill Cranes. Come take the tour. Call the state park if you'd like to do that, to be a part of something special. Now, I will, just to do a little refresh right here, I'll play the theme song again.
Sounds good. It's a good song anyway.
North, south, east, west, NEWS. Here's the latest news.
All right, just 3 quick stories here just to kind of put things into perspective. Everybody's saying it's cold. It's 25, and the wind chill is going to get to about 1 below. But I want to do this in order to make people feel better about things, okay?
Okay.
There is a traditional winter festival in the Canadian the Canadian city of Montreal. It was canceled this past Sunday because of the weather. Now, that should scare you. When the Winter Festival in Montreal is canceled because of weather, because of a snowstorm, you know it's bad.
If we can't take it, nobody can take it.
It's the first time in about a dozen years that the weather has interrupted the Festival of Snow, a family event which takes place at a Montreal park. The event occurs over 4 weekends. It's in its 36th edition with the aim of discovering and celebrating the joys of winter.
I'm sure they have that at the Expo.
That's
Center.
right. Sunday's activities were canceled because of intense weather forecast, but events would resume next Saturday, it said. Much of Canada, including Montreal, faced extreme cold and snowstorms over the weekend, So, yes, it's bad here, but we're not, certainly it's bad everywhere, even where it's supposed to be bad. It's too bad for where it's supposed to be bad, I guess. All right. Another story here. Everybody, it's whether you're looking for a job or whether you don't want a job or you think jobs are hard to come by. Well, here's one for you.
And then there's always don't want one but need one.
That's right. That's a little bit more intense. Oscar Mayer announced yesterday they are seeking qualified hot doggers to be the next driver of the famed Wiener Mobile. Yes, if you've tried everything and don't feel you've just found your calling just yet, well, you need to make contact with Oscar Mayer. The hot dog company said it's accepting applications until January 31st to be the newest hot dogger.
So, what did they do again?
The Oscar Mayer term is actually they drive the Wienermobile around. The job, which begins in June, would involve driving the iconic sausage across the U.S., visiting locations including stores, military bases, and charity events. The company's website states that applicants should have a 4-year degree in public relations, journalism communications, advertising, or marketing. The condiments that come with the job are listed by Oscar Mayer as a competitive salary, benefits, clothing, and a company car that's guaranteed to turn heads.
This is an inside joke, kinda, maybe not. But hold on to that story because I may know somebody interested.
Okay.
Larry Alexander.
Okay, all right.
If you know his nickname, you know why.
That's right. If nothing that, a couple of your Sandhill Crane buddies from college might be still looking, you think?
Well, you know what that tuition costs. Hopefully they're reaching for higher things.
And finally, this story here, this is a sports story. Of course, you're a sportsman, but James Harden has reached the 30 points for the 21st consecutive game, has now passed Wilt Chamberlain for the 4th longest streak in NBA history. Harden's three-pointer with about 3 minutes remaining in the first half of Houston's game against the Knicks last night gave him 32 points. The NBA's leading scorer has already surpassed the average of 35.7 points by halftime, putting back the miss of his own shot to beat the buzzer and give himself 36 points and 9 rebounds.
I could probably score 10 or 12 against the Knicks.
Chamberlain still has...
Especially if I didn't pass like James Harden.
Chamberlain still has all 3 streaks that were longer. His record is 65 straight 30-point games. He also has streaks of 31 and 25.
I never will understand how the Oklahoma City Thunder, when they had Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook, couldn't get to the finals. Well, they got there once. Got beat by the Heat, by LeBron and D Wade, and the first of the big three. But James Harden is amazing. If you ever get a chance to just sit there, just watch him. Don't watch anybody else. And he's selective on defense, but he's chasing something that is really historical.
Well,
speaking of historical, music histories real quick if you want to keep on the air here.
Okay.
Because we have important history. First of all, Jailhouse Rock went number 1 on this day.
Okay.
So we'll say goodbye to Facebook as we kind of play this real quick. Can you hear that pretty good?
I can. From here to the jail.
See you, Facebook.